dangwar ji je pe no par ji pe ge tarpa dang tam che kiem pe pardu chopar ji pa tam che kit so ji pe manam kadang nyam pe semchem tam che dewa dang den tungnal dagdral nyurdu lana me pa yang da parzo pe changchu rinpoche to par ya. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of the Yidams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, Dakini, and Dharma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embraced the enlightened mind and progressed on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stages of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathagatas in the 10 directions, those who have already reached the Tathagata state, and those who are reaching it at present, and those Tathagatas still to come. Through the power of Samantabhadra's prayers, may all Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I prostrate to them, multiplying my body as many times as there are atoms of the earth. In each atom, I visualize as many Buddhas as there are atoms, surrounded by countless bodhisattvas. Thus, all space is filled with Buddhas and bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through magnificent chanting, expressing the great ocean of their excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offerings of various pure flowers, flower garlands of music, anointing oils, magnificent light, and fragrant incense. I make offerings to them of fine garments, perfume, and potpourri piled high as Mount Meru and arranged in the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings and offer them with great faith to all Buddhas. I prostrate to the Buddhas and make offerings to them, following the deeds of the great Bodhisattva Samantabhadra. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas in the 10 directions, of the great Bodhisattvas and Pratyeka Buddhas, those who have attained Arhatship and those who have entered the path of Arhatship, and all other beings. I request to all great protectors and Buddhas to turn the highest wheel of Dharma as the light dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions and leading them gradually to the enlightened state. I supplicate those Buddhas intending to pass into parinirvana to live long for as many eons as there are atoms of the earth in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the supreme mountain, the 4 continents, and the sun and moon. As a Buddha field, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fields. To the lamas who possess the 3 kayas, I offer the outer, inner, and secret offerings. With my body, wealth, and all that is visible, please grant me the supreme realization, enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate.
Om Guru.
Om Guru Ratna Mandala Putsa Mega Samudra Saparana Samaya Ahum. Unequaled refuge, ornament of the world, your fame pervades the 3,000 worlds. You are the victor, Vajradhara, without a doubt. I bow at the feet of Father Yigtin Sungun. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unelaborated nature of mind. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the two vehicles in their combination, according to the disposition and likewise the mental capacities of sentient beings. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of the clouds of the two veils, and perceives the various types of knowledge in their true nature. For this reason, he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has compassion for all beings who suffer from the darkness of ignorance in the prison of samsara, as a father for an only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and loosens the chain of karma through the 60 branches of harmonious speech. He wields the wisdom sword to cut the seedling of suffering and to dispel the darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels, and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, Manushri, adorned by the 112 signs of a Buddha, to dispel the darkness of my ignorance.
Om Arabazanade, 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 Om Arabazanade. Om Arabazanade, 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 Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram. Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram. Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram, Om Vangeshoram. Om Vangeshoram, Om. You who are the perfect youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blazes and dispels the darkness of ordeal ignorance, are positive before you and press to Manjeshiri. Yonegelen Jangwa Bo Ishe Rome Rabdenbar Jeden de Mo Menzarwa Jambar Yang La Zanzerdu. So now we go to meditate. Please meditate love, compassion, bodhicitta when followed by this essence of Mahayana teaching. Good morning, everyone. Wake up. So now, go to Vajja, Essence of Mahayana. Dam ge do je yo je rui zhen dong yin je me de de je bong jom sur je long bo do re je be ge yo je yo be yo la ge zon ze do je yan je de lo na ro mar pa me la ji je gong bo 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 mo re bo yo wan de gong be ga je la ma nam Zarwan de Romain Jije Yen Ye Bodan de Zon Zon Je Gwen Ye Ngo Rang Sem Ji Ge Ngo Zon Don Ze Ve Za Ve Lama Nan La Ge Zon Zo. So now we go to Essence of Mahayana. These 4 trainings, the mind, refuge, and Pakimo Kawao. Now we are in the Bodhisattva. So Mahayana states teaching. Yesterday we talked many, diversity levels of the bodhicitta. So now here is aspiring bodhicitta, remembering, increasing, purifying, page 80. The book is page 80. So here the root text says Teser Tsosa Ji Din Pershing Yang means therefore gather accumulations, keeping remembering the source of refuge, and exert yourself to increase merit and wisdom and purify obscurations. So now the bodhicitta, so the who has the bodhicitta vow or take the vows, the person then have to create accumulation merit. So this 2 things, like the first, like we already talked, we need rising bodhicitta, source is accumulation merit. So now even we have a bodhicitta, so we have to create more accumulation merit. The reason is we have to increasing bodhicitta. So that's why here says, okay, having thus give rise to bodhicitta, the way to observe the precepts and trainings of aspiring bodhicitta is to offer our bodies enjoyment and all roots of virtue to the 3 jewels, refuge. So then the bodhicitta, who maintaining bodhicitta practice, who wanted to increasing bodhicitta, and that bodhisattva then have to create accumulation merit. Create accumulation merit is offering our bodies, so offering our body, that has lots of meanings. The offering our bodies, we can the ordinary bodhisattva, we can use Vajrayana tradition method. So Vajrayana traditional method is, mentally offerings, mentally create our the body, speech, mind, offering to enlightenment. Then, they also have many different practice. So we use our body for cho offerings. They always through the mentally practice. Create the body, our body's cho offering. So that's why it's Vajra Yogini, scorecard, to knife, many these representatives is so practice Jew and cutting, this all the conceptual ordinary body is offering to transform the create accumulation merit. So then the Bodhisattva who already reached to first Pimi Bodhisattva states, first Pimi Bodhisattva, so it has knowledge, emptiness, knowing true emptiness, the first Pimi Bodhisattva. And that Bodhisattva then they can give body to for others without suffering. So we know Buddha Shakyamuni, his life story, and one of his lifetime, he give body for tiger, feed his body for the tigers. One time he take the body's fish, feed for the village people. So that is like, means like the Bodhisattva is already reached to first Pimi states, and then there has knowing the emptiness realization. So that's why they have ability to give the body. So the Buddha also mentioned the first ordinary Bodhisattva or beginner Bodhisattva not allowed to body giving to for others. Only we do use Vajrayana practice, so offering, so mentally. That's always another way to create accumulation merit. Then we can enjoyment, so all our desire objects, special objects also offering, and all roots of virtue to the three jewels of the refuge. Offering to the Buddha Dharma Sangha, take refuge actually every single day. That's why we chant the prayer every single day. We have refuge prayer, taking refuge without holding anything back, means like no anything, expectation when you offerings, giving, sharing, generosity, no expectation, no thinking something our own benefit. So that's why it's without holding anything back. Especially also when you offering generosity, not attached to that object. Otherwise you get regret too. And then the power of generosity, power of accumulation merit is going to decreasing. So that's the reason without holding anything back, sharing and giving. We should perceive it remembering, increasing, and purifying. So then we should perceive it remembering means like we have to remembering about the Buddha Dharma Sangha any time, any moment. And also we have to remembering we have Bodhisattva vows. Then increasing and purifying. So increasing always like create like body, speech, mind, virtuous deeds, and purifying negative karma. So confession, negative deeds. For example, we should strive to gather the casual accumulation of merit and the resultant accumulation of wisdom. So we have to gather like create a true accumulation merit. So true accumulation merit is the actually 6 parameters like I mentioned: generosity, morality, patience is accumulation merit. The last 3, the joyful effort, wisdom, meditation is accumulation merit, so of wisdom. So that's we have to create. As we practice the six perfections, such as generosity, even just giving one bite of food to a hungry animal, all this contributes to our consummation of the six perfections. So through the six perfection, create accumulation merit at all times, seeing the benefits of bodhicitta. So we knowing all the time power of bodhicitta. We have to recognize, bodhicitta's benefit. So yesterday we talked lots about the power of bodhicitta. Long as bodhicitta rising and negative karma can purified, increasing all our virtuous deeds, and then obstacles can release. So our own negative, emotion also can release with our own mind. True happy joy rising from our mind, long as bodhicitta rising in our mind. So that's why we have to recognize that, knowing that power of bodhicitta, benefit of bodhicitta. Keep reminding yourself. So we have to keep remember ourselves. In this state, train in the practice and conduct of the bodhisattvas. So this is the training of bodhisattva conduct. That's why we have to remember power of bodhicitta, and we have to know I am bodhicitta. Bodhisattva, I'm bodhisattva. So when we have bad situations, we have to remember I am bodhisattva. So that give you courage to hope, and then you can save our life and others' life and benefit many others. So when we remember we are bodhisattva, when we have the hard time and the difficulty or very difficult situation rising, so we have to remember I'm bodhisattva. The children of the Buddhas. So bodhisattva means children of the Buddhas. Rejoice in all rules of virtue and share them securely with the great vehicle Mahayana dedications. Then all the time, rejoicing for other bodhisattvas' actions. So that reduce our jealousy, mental jealousy, remove mental jealousies. And then when we create our own accumulation merit, we're dedicating, and someone create accumulation merit, we dedicate that too, Mahayana dedication. And never let yourself forsake a single sentient being in your mind. So no one give up our own mind. Even we see someone is like terrible person, who created lots of negative karma and harming for others, but Bodhisattva never give up that person also in the mind. So we know Buddha Shakyamuni's story, he never give up Devadatta's like negative actions all the time. He create problems, and making sufferings others. He never give up. So like that way, so being in your mind. The root text reads, Semji Mepong Chi Ye Bang Dang Lang, never forsake any sentient beings, abandon the four wrongdoing, and adopt the four practices. Once we have given rise to the mind of bodhicitta, henceforth, at all times, we should exert ourselves in gathering the referential accumulation of merit and the non-referential accumulation of wisdom. So we have to create these two accumulation merit. Two accumulation merit is 6 parameter. We should remind ourselves of the benefit of bodhicitta. we should practice the 7 branch prayer. The 7 branch prayer we chant every morning, before practice. And other practice that facilitate the growth and development of bodhicitta and the purification of obscurations. So then also other, practice, purifications, increasing bodhicitta. We should abandon such negative action of forsaking sentient beings. Then we should abandon such negative action as for seeking sentient beings, misrepresenting the truth, telling lies, and manipulating with a motivation to deceive. So this we have to giving up, and lying, cheating, and manipulating with the motivation to deceive, slandering others, bodhisattva, and refusing to speak the praise of bodhisattvas depict knowing their qualities. So then, of course, we not criticize for other bodhisattvas. We have to give up that. Then, so also another is slandering, other bodhisattva and refuse to speak the praise of a bodhisattva. Despite knowing their qualities, we know some other bodhisattvas' quality. They're, benefiting others, but we, due to our kind of jealousy, we not knowing that, not sharing the information. That's also incorrect too. So we have to speak other bodhisattvas' qualities. Then, and fourthly, hindering sentient beings from apprehending the unsurpassable ultimate happiness or enlightenment out of attachment to temporary happiness. So we attach to temporary happiness, then not, into not doing create a bodhicitta or practicing virtuous deeds. So that's also incorrect. Should be abandoned. Therefore, aforementioned 4 wrongdoing should be abandoned, and we should strive to do their opposites. So they have talked about 4 difference, not lying and not criticize bodhisattva. We have to speak the bodhisattva's qualities. If we knowing someone quality, we have to speak that to share for others, and then not attached to our own just temporary desire. So not practicing or increasing our bodhicitta. So that's the 4, the 4 also we have to abandon. 4 wrongdoing should be abandoned, and we should strive to do the opposite. Then engaging. So that's this 2 here is right now sharing. So the point is aspiring bodhicitta. Aspiring bodhicitta, we have to keep aspiring bodhicitta. So that's why that we share, that we have to engage in the follow the instruction. So now we have to keep the aspiring bodhicitta. No is we have to follow engaging bodhicitta. So we follow the engaging bodhicitta, then we follow, increasing engaging bodhicitta. We have to follow these next ones. So engaging bodhicitta, ethical discipline. The precepts of engaging bodhicitta are threefold. Jigten Sunggu wrote, Dompat Semjin Tongzi Tang. So authentically practice the threefold ethical discipline, restraining from wrongdoing, working for benefit of sentient beings. So that's the true. And the fourth is gathering virtues of Dharma. So they have three. This three is the Bodhisattva's conduct. The first is restraining from wrongdoing. It's in the Bodhisattva practice of Petraka. Bodhisattva Petraka means like Bodhisattva's conduct teaching, and what Buddha Shakyamuni said. Ethical discipline is said to have three vantage points, also known as the three aspects of Bodhisattva activity. The first step of ethical discipline is the ethical discipline of restraining oneself from negative action or non-virtues. So Bodhisattva, have to avoid non-virtuous deeds. Then this non-virtuous deeds also, not same is like Hinayana, like Bizek our Adya. Okay, so Hinayana tradition, this Bizek teaching, Adya, the non-virtuous deeds, or focus for body and speech more. This Bodhisattva conduct is more focused for mind and intention. So that's why, like when we talk about negative deeds, it's in the Hinayana or Pakkimokkha Vavo, it's negative. It's all for focus for very beginner level. So that's why all the non-virtuous, you can pongding. We cannot killing, stealing, like wrongdoings, all these external like things. You have, cannot do this, cannot do like that. So you can all let all these objects. Then you can count, right? You cannot do this, yeah. But in this Bodhisattva case, no virtuous deeds is not like external, like really objects. The negative we have to, abandon means like intention, mind. So that's why the most powerful is our mind, intention. Have to look to our own mind. We have to know our intention. So long as we have something incorrect intention and something, our own agenda, own benefit, due to our fixation, grasping, so something like that, through then attachment, anger, ignorance, source is that, then we have to, abandon that actions. So it's become called negative deeds. The long as no own benefit, so some other beings benefit, thinking about something good things, or through anyway, like my own happiness. So due to for others' happiness, then whatever doing action, body, speech, mind is become called positive karma. So that's why this the point is, we here says, first step of ethical discipline is the ethical discipline of restraining is we have to restraining the oneself from negative action is our how to say intention, negative intention, or no virtue, no virtue. This means to abandon no virtue and keep the mind in a virtue state. So keep mind or virtue state is then mind is keep good intention, keep bodhicitta. So best the something source is loving kind bodhicitta, then that is a virtuous state. So we have to keep that virtuous state. The second step, the ethical so that means like the bodhisattvas abandon the no virtues first. Second is step with ethical discipline of working for benefit of sentient beings. So then second is benefit for other beings. So benefit other beings is then bodhisattva is selflessness through loving compassion. So give up on happiness or always something doing action for other beings. So that's the called the benefit of sentient beings. Encompasses the activity of completely ripening sentient beings by accomplishing their benefit, happiness, and well-being. So the anything like doing bad through the body, speech, mind, and not own benefit, for always doing something for others for benefit. So then that's the bodhisattva's action, benefit for others. Then third is root text here says Geva Chidi Tsitem Yanda Zong means, and three is gathering virtues dharma. With the ethical discipline of gathering virtue dharma, the bodhisattva increase the root of virtue and bring them to four perfections. So that's the three of them is bodhisattva's main important ethical discipline. Follow the conduct. So then that's the very summary or introduction. So now it's going to more detailed explanation here. So the first one here says abandon or no virtue. Okay, if we maintain such a mind of abandon no virtue only for our own personal benefit, wishing only for our own achievement of peaceful nirvana, then we are practicing the ethical discipline of the shavakas. So only shavaka practice, not for the bodhisattva, practice. Bodhisattva, not bodhisattva conduct. It's called Hinayana conduct. The Hinayana conduct is, abandon no virtues only for our own benefit. And also, we also practicing, dharma is like only we are trying to achievement in the nirvana. So this is not a bodhisattva conduct. It's called discipline of shavakas. But if we take our bodhisattva vow and maintain them with the motivation of keeping the vows in order for all sentient beings to attain completely perfect enlightenment. So we have to think this all the time. I have bodhisattva vows. So when long as we bodhisattva vow, we are bodhisattva practice and maintain them with the motivation of keeping the vow in order for all sentient beings. What I'm doing is for all other beings to attain complete, perfect enlightenment. So we are upholding the ethical discipline of the Bodhisattva. This is the kind of ethical discipline we should hold. Means we always do any, abandon no virtue also is, and this abandon no virtuous is benefit others. And doing only virtuous this, I want this wishing benefit others. So always keep this intention is like for, any doing activity, spiritual practice. I want enlightenment, want to this benefit for others. So that's upholding, or always we have to keep in our mind. There are 4 factors that cause these 3 modes of ethical discipline to be damaged or impaired. The root text explains. So then Bodhisattva also can be lost. Bodhisattva vow can be lost. So which ways become lost? Or here is the explain. So 4 causes, 4 things can be destroy these 3 different Bodhisattva's conduct. So abandon no virtuous deeds and benefit for other beings, create the virtuous deeds. So these 3 Bodhisattva's conduct, and this can be 3 of them can be damage or decreasing or can be lost. So if this is happening, our mind, they have 4 difference. There are 4 factors that cause these 3 modes of ethical discipline to be damaged or impaired. The root text explain. The Nyamong Takpi Wanjur Tsawate at the root becoming overpowered by strong negative motivation. So if we incur the downfall of forsaking any sentient beings as I will describe below. So we have the vowels is below the coming. Okay. So and the following of 4 factors are intact. We were amass a very heavy vow transgression. So we were amass a very heavy vow transgression. The 4 factors are okay. This coming from very strong your mind and intention, no mistakenly. Okay. Mistake is not losing the vowels. So that's why you really wanted to do. You're very happy and you really don't care, right? And you like to do that, rejoice in your actions. So this is the 4 factors are being motivated by intense negative emotion and committing the downfall or wrongdoing to commit it. So first one is the seeking dopa means motivated by intents, really wanting to do negative emotion and committing the downfall or wrongdoing to commit it. The point is very strong, motivated, wanted to do. First, okay. Second is not feeling self-conscious or shamed about committing it. Second is like, okay, what I done something, they know really, conscious or knowing is did mistake. No accepting is a mistake. and then not really shame, like kind of like, oh, I did it wrong, shouldn't do like that. No shame about committing. That's the second. Then third is a feeling feeling happy and enthusiastic about such a negative action. So, happy to do it and effortlessly, joyfully doing, negative action. The fourth is not seeing such an act as problematic. Then fourth, the not really knowing it is it's not really say like it's a mistake, no. There no knowing is what did is wrong, commitment, negative actions. So and not seeing such as problematic. So that's say we many people does this like negative things. In the right now we can see many especially the worldly leaders does these things. Or the company CEOs does like this, and many like the big problems for of course they individually like of course everyone some like different levels a person have ability to destroy others' happiness. So the long as we can see that it's coming all these four together factor together, then it's the person is lose already bodhisattva conduct. Is no more bodhisattva become. With these four factor, if we, one praise and honor ourselves while denigrating someone else out of jealousy or competitiveness. So what is here is so I say that's the very strong. I think four of this like lose to the bodhisattva conduct, and then another is like also decreasing bodhisattva conduct. This is like if we do these wrong things, another for this if we do, and then bodhisattva conduct is not 100% lost, but it's going to decreasing. So praise and honor ourselves while denigrating someone else out of jealousy or competitiveness. So due to jealousy, is praise to ourselves, and then saying, this negative things for others. Second is if someone requests or begs us for the dharma or material support and we fail to grant, and when we have the means to give it. So someone begging the dharma, and then someone really need some material things. If we have ability to share, giving, or have the opportunity, or we have this ability to do, but then even denied, not through like no compassion, then it's decreasing bodhisattva to give it all. That's the second. The third is when someone confesses and apologizes to us for a wrongdoing, and we fail to accept their apologize. So that's also incorrect too. Someone, apologize, or someone, confess they did the wrong thing, and then have to accept, or someone, this apologize to like something they did some wrong things, so we not accepting the Bodhisattva should be accepting, someone apologize. So that's if we don't do that, also is not losing the vows, but decreasing. The Bodhisattva's conduct is decreasing. If we do any of these four things, so then if someone long for the Dharma, but we withhold Dharma teaching and instead instructed them in non-Dharma. So someone really requesting through the heart, wanting to, know the Dharma something. If we knowing that, but we denied not sharing the Dharma, giving something, the not Dharma, sharing the information. So then that's also wrong thing. If we do any of these four things and the previous list of four factors are completely, we will incur a downfall of our Bodhisattva precepts, and all Bodhisattva vow will become denuded at the very root. Also, I said, for this right now sharing is always a root, rootly Bodhisattva, the vow is become damaged or gone. So this is the very strong no activity bodhicitta, against bodhicitta's vows. So that's why it's in this we were in. So any this happenings is Bodhisattva conduct or Bodhisattva is lost. Then branch down first. So this next one is branch. The not losing the bodhicitta, so it can be lost. Yeah, branch means not root. Then the upper one, what the point is first four and the second have the four, the eight. So the eight is root Bodhisattva's vows. Eight of anyone happening and losing the Bodhisattva vows. No, this is branch vows. Sapan drink in la your through meddling, drawn first, one incur corruption of the branch precepts. So branches, this includes not going for refuge in the three jewels and not venerating and making offering to the three jewels. So we not thinking about the Buddha Dharma Sangha, no offering or no respects. So then that happening in our mind, so it's ready to lose Bodhisattva conduct. The point is not the root, but it's branchy. When attachment suffices, not immediately taking hold of the mind with mindful awareness. Then when this attachment rising, so not immediately taking hold means not knowing that mindful awareness. So then it's going to, of course, become very strong and bigger, small fire rising, not how to say, the care the fire, right? Small one, then very huge, big happening is no possible solution. So damage big things. So that's why it's when this small, this negative intention is rising, And so then we have to use mindful awareness. Then not showing faith, reverence, and respect for the orders and the great masters. So we have to respect older people and also masters. Then not answering Dharma questions. So someone asks questions, not give answers. So not accepting requests for offerings. Someone offering, not accepting. Not accepting offering of gold and such of they are presented by faithful disciples. Taking money or resource designated. Designate, I say. Then this is like taking money or resource designated. What means designated?
It's like you have it for a specific purpose, but instead of using it for that, you took it for yourself or you did something else with it.
So this for Dharma purpose and decisively misusing them for others. Actually, that's not 100%. It's same as in the Tibetan. That section is. So that's why I get confused here. Okay, we go back to not accepting offering of gold and such if they are presented by faithful disciples. So that's correct. And so this one is, the second, this one, taking money is not talking about money here, anything. What here says the Tibetan, their teaching, the here main point is not giving Dharma, sharing Dharma, so doing so other activities. Not, sharing the Dharma and then go to do other activities. So that's the, this is the Bodhisattva who have ability to help others, sharing the Dharma, who has ability to, create accumulation for others. So not doing that, right? And someone can share the Dharma. So today, like example, I have teaching here. I say, I have to go to do some other thing, activities, not sharing the Dharma. People already here, so they're not sharing Dharma. So that's become incorrect. So notice this, what is here is taking money or resource designated for Dharma purpose and deceitfully misusing them for other activities. Okay. Then student yawarta wata paror tes lom mezi semchi to. Okay, so then next is abandoning those who have impaired their ethical cause of discipline. So someone like who lost the conduct and have to help them, but not helping that person. So then that also Bodhisattva conduct is incorrect. So you giving up that person, like you say, I don't care about you, you doing no good, so already I give up already, you are my mind. And I don't care you. So then that's also incorrect. Bodhisattva never give up others. So someone go to wrong directions and they get some lose the bodhisattva conduct, then have to help them to take to the right path, right directions. So discipline refuse to teach to those faith with refusing to help. So then another is someone wanted to follow bodhisattva path, so not helping that person, refuse to help them. That's also incorrect. The ethical refusing to help sentient being when it is within one's capacity to do so. So this all is like long as we have ability, capacity, or have condition to do, but not doing, then it's mistakes. Using flattery to equal resource, dressing in a showy, and abstain. I don't know what they're saying. Like abstain, abstain, ostentatious, right?
Ostentatious?
Oh yeah, ostentatious. What means?
Well, flashy, showy, just like you said. Showy, like.
Showy and ostentatious. So, wear and sporting a revering dharma, gossip. Okay, so these things like, create losing the bodhisattva conduct. Feeling to abandon such behavior even after one's reputation has been darkened. So feeling is to abandon such a behavior even after one's reputation has been darkened. Feeling to correct someone who is engaged in a negative action. When someone scolds you, hits you, shows anger towards you. So this here is a talk about for dharma activity. I mean that this is the most important. So this is the Buddha, he asked to follow his followers. So so Shiva la Meshiva, Dikpala Madewa, it means like someone here is someone scold you, hits you, shows anger towards you, so publicly reverse you hidden faults, reciting by doing any of those four things back to him or her, abandoning someone who is angry at you, not listening to someone's admission of wrongdoing, but abandoning him or her, feeling to use the antidote to abandon a mind of anger is respect, response to the negative action of others. So here the point is the Dag Path Sheval Dikpatang. Someone, like so Yinj Shewatang is shows and continuous where is response Dharma gossip. Shewatang, Dikpatang, Towatang, Sangdawa Yasina. So someone scolding or hitting and saying negative things, so these are four things here. So these four things, the most important. Someone scolding you, and hits you means like hit the physically or something. shows anger towards you, or public reverse your hidden faults, reacting by doing any of these four things back. So Gebjong Chi is this called Gebjong Chi means the four the things like Buddha told his disciples have to follow these four things. The four things is someone scolding you. Buddha said don't scolding or beg again that person, the first one, and let them scold you. Let them to do that, but not respond. And then someone hits you, so not hits you back, and that's the second, the activity. Then third is someone shows you anger, you not showing anger to back to that person. Then someone saying hidden faults, something like you have these wrong things, errors, mistakes, knowing, some like that kind of showing you, so not saying back to that person's also faults. So if long as you have these four things, you have ability to not hitting you back for others. So then that is called the person is called Gebjong, means like then really follow the virtuous deeds and the purification negative things. So Buddha says like my followers follow these four things, and then who has these four things list like what mentioned, who can follow that, then that is the Buddha's follower. And who cannot follow these four things, then Buddha said that's not my disciple. Okay, so the truth is like who's really Buddha's disciple, who can follow these four things, and then that's Buddha's disciple. Who's not can follow these four things, not Buddha's disciple. So, and during the Buddha Shakyamuni time, of course, like their monks, like some get hit by other people, and some people like scolding them, some people anger towards them, some people telling that they're doing no right or wrong things. So then this monastics, monks at that time, Buddha's followers, know anything like for doing what to say response to them. Just like the point is let go. Yeah, and so that's the four activities. So that's the role of this during the monastic the Buddha's followers. So these four things you reminding yourself is really helpful. Sometimes of course we lost our mind. Someone calling you is no choice, because one is our grasping, fixation, and habituate. Someone's calling you, you have to calling you back that person. Otherwise, you cannot stay. Calm yourself, you don't do that. So that's all, because the reason is we already have that habituate. And so emotions control us strong. So someone's calling us, and if you not calling to back that person, then even we cannot generate a love compassion to that person, but not rising our own emotion, responding to that person. So that's the then it's the practice. So this who has this four activity, or these four things, who has ability to practice, so then that is the true practitioner, and the Buddha's is a followers, true Buddha's followers. During the Buddha time, so of course it's like some the people like that time is like you can go to story like it's ordinary our conceptual level, ordinary conceptual level. One monk went to bake the food, then another this group come and they're calling him and also use what is called this force. The force is they're calling your teacher is a force. Your teacher is not right. He's not enlightening person. He's cheating and not spiritual. So they're calling that, and so monk he lose his patience. So he tried to go away, but they're chasing him. Challenging like him is your teacher is force. So then he went back to what they asked to him is like, if you have ability to take, the monk is going to bake the food, okay? And the village people and the wrong message, new wrong message, and misunderstand. They're angry to the monastics. So then that's why they're behind they create news like by Burmans like hit Buddha because reasons they're losing their religion or their tradition. So that's why they're scared. They create many news. So they create bad news for Buddha, and then the monk, unfortunately, he get in the village. They already wanted to calling the hidden forts. So they asked him to, if you want the food, you take the food. Like they put the food is top of the big, very high top pillar. And food is there. If you have ability to take from here, take that. Otherwise, do come to village. Your teacher is forts. So then they challenge him, chilling or calling him, chasing him. The monk is like practice this for practice, but he don't have a choice. They're calling the bad things to Buddha. So then he went back to use his meditation power, and he flew up and take the offering, in the top of the pillar. And then everybody surprising. I mean, the people always follow him. Then that challenge him is like, you are the great, you are great, you have power. So they say, we follow you. So then Buddha know that happening. So Buddha told the monks fired from monastery. So then, that thing, monk he did also, he think he did a good job. Then of course, village, everybody think that it's a very special, that he did monk. They wanted to tell the Buddha like what this monk did great, but their message to come to Buddha said that's a big mistake, wrong, because you didn't have enough for patience. So my teaching is, someone calling you these 4 things, you cannot respond, and if you did respond to them, so then he said, I can practice these 4 things, but they're calling, Buddha is force. If they're calling me, I can do that, but they're calling you, Buddha, you for this, force. That's what I cannot do. And then the point is, Buddha, he says like, I want to bring everyone follow this 4 practice, not showing the power, not showing the miracle things to people, follow that. So I want to show only liberation, not showing power, seeking to any something like in the worldly desire things. So that's why he get this monk finally he didn't get fired, but he have to do lots of confessions, mistakes. Okay. So that's this 4 is very important. Buddha's followers. Someone score to you, so you have to think, oh, I'm not going to do. And someone then hits you, try to not hit back that person. And then someone anger towards you, maybe no show anger to that person. Let go, right? And someone then hidden thoughts telling, reacting, doing any, reverse your hidden thoughts for publicly, and ignored, go away. So if you have ability to do loving compassion, then that's great, right? So as long as you have these four things, activity or ability to do, then that person is become true Buddha's follower. So we talk about which is vows, which is commitment. These four things actually the true vow and the true commitments. Long as you have this ability to do these four things, then everything is, you have a thing or everything, you have ability to maintaining or take care of the vows or practice everything, Buddha's teachings. So we finish there today. Go to dedication. What is this? No. Okay. Measure, please.
Okay, Kempo. Dorje Chang, Tilopa, Naropa, Mardpa, Milarepa, Dharma Lord Gampopa, Pagmodrupa, and Lord Rikungpa, please bestow upon us the most auspicious blessings of the Kayu Lamas. By this virtue may I achieve omniscience. By defeating all enemies' confusion, may all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn may it arise, where it is born may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that the Lama may have good health. I pray that the Lama may have long life. I pray that your Dharma activities spread far and wide. I pray that I may not be separated from you. As Manjushri the warrior realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the truth of the unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. By the virtues collected in the three times, by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Drikungpa Ratnashri, who is omniscient Lord of the Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. So we have to do here daily prayers. Yesterday we forget and then come back to again. Is not many people. So I think we go directly to daily prayer, okay? So now we need volunteers, and who can chant first is